How's it going, YouTube? Tried using this little one, but it's not going to work. It's a little too bumpy, I do believe. How you doing, David? Yeah, I was trying to just do a little live today, but I don't know if I'm going to get the two. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. This kind of is what it is. Just one of those things you have to accept. You know. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix some things, and I'm doing a really bad job at it. Obviously, as y'all can tell, right? I mean, yeah, I'm doing a really bad job at it. Yeah, let's put y'all up here for a minute. It's gonna be bouncy for just a minute, guys, and then I'm gonna try to fix it. All right. We'll just have to see how that goes. Anyhow, as you can see, we're kind of out and about today. We're moving around, trying to get a little work done. If uh, if things would cooperate with us, let's see if I can tighten this up. It might be a little less bouncy, maybe. What's everybody doing, man? What are y'all into? All right, let me get this up. I'll be back on track, guys. What's going on, guys? Yeah, there's wrenches about. People have got some wrenches. Don't really need them too much, though. I'm pretty good about policing my own. What's going on, Bobby? Suede. So, guys, we are in South Carolina. We're on our way to pick a load up. Yeah, GBR, we're in South Carolina. We're on our way to pick a load up, and we're going to take it back west, up there to Colorado. So, we're going out towards Denver. Going out towards Denver, guys. That is what we are doing. We came into Atlanta this morning, guys. We dropped a high value load in Atlanta this morning. So we picked a high value load up yesterday in Dallas, and it had to be in Atlanta this morning. And man, there's such a pain in the butt, but you know it paid pretty good. Well, you can't stop nowhere for longer than 3 hours. So like Stefan had to take a 3 hour break at a truck stop during his 14-hour shift, and I took a 3 hour break this morning at a rest area during my 3 hour shift. But we got it accomplished. We got it accomplished. And now we're going to pick one up. Yeah, Tommy, it seems to be holding together pretty good. I've got it on a tripod on the passenger side floorboard. Live and in Technicolor. But Stefan's been driving for a little while. I took a little nap. I'm gonna get up. We're gonna hopefully we get loaded pretty quick, guys. I don't know if we will or not. Stefan's a little nervous because he read the reviews on Google, and all of them were pretty negative about the length of time it took to get loaded. What did I miss? Missy called me. Hey Tommy, yeah, I'm aware there's a storm coming through. I kind of looked over the path, and I think I've got a plan to avoid it. So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna hit some rain, but if we stick down 40 and then don't jump up on the 35 and up towards Salina, Kansas, and all that until late tomorrow night, I think we'll miss it all. At least that's the plan, anyhow. Correct. Yeah, there's some real bad weather coming across there, guys. One thing that's good is that it's moving really fast. Like it's supposed to be this week, so that's gonna help a lot. That's going to help a lot. Hey, David, where are you delivering to over there? You delivering to PFG? Yeah, next level. Me and you both, buddy, because what we're picking up only weighs 10,000 pounds. Where's the primary fuel station Prime uses? Tennessee Mountain. They use a lot of them, man. The biggest discounts right now come from Pilot and Loves, and then they've got some, TA, Petro, Quick Trips. They've got quite a few. I can't reveal my sources, but I heard this should be interesting. Across the street from PFG. Okay. Yeah, Ian, I hope so too, buddy, because I'll be right behind you. Hey, David, did you call over there and see if it was a dropping hook? Because we have one right there, not far, right around the corner from PFG that's dropping hook. Yeah, Chad's doing the hard trucking today. We're actually going to be late for our 01, guys. We got stuck in some construction traffic, and I mean, technically, we were going to be really, really late because. What do you think? You know which way it is? South, right? Because we weren't supposed to deliver today until 1 o'clock in Atlanta, and luckily they took us at 10 o'clock because it's a toll road. I just couldn't remember which way that we needed to go on the 185. Okay. Oh, good job, David. Yeah, that's how you do it, David, right there. Get checked in early, get on the list, and the first appointment someone misses, they'll get you in. How you doing, Greg? Nothing much. We're on our way to pick up a load at Sterilite, so it'll be a nice dry load. We won't have to run a reefer for it. So we'll have a nice dry load of Tupperware basically Tupperware containers or the big plastic bins or whatever the heck. The Sterilite makes a little bit of everything, but and we're going to take it out towards Denver. Oh, that sucks, Denise. Sorry about that. So this toll road wasn't actually on our routing through the GPS, but Stefan had looked at the route and asked if it was a good idea, and I looked at it and said, "Yeah, I believe he's correct. I believe it is." So, good for him for checking the route out. It's going to save us a little bit of time, I believe. Yeah, so this will save us a lot. Yeah, it should save us quite a bit of time. I think it's less miles, and it'll keep us out of some construction. He said, and it's a toll road, so heck, there's nobody on it. I'd rather donate a few dollars and get to where I need to get to than try to save, $3 or $4. Correct. All right, Swade, you gotta get ready. David, I don't really know. So I guess I'll find out. I'll look for a sign as we're going. See if Stefan can keep us on the road. The camera's crooked. I'd like to get this camera straight like this, but for some reason it just don't want to stay, guys. It wants to lean to the left. So I think I'll just leave it there. We have Palmetto Pass. I think we're gonna find out. I think we have Palmetto. If not, we're gonna outlaw trucker this toll booth. But I'm pretty sure our tiny best pass on the window there, the paper one, will take care of the Palmetto Pass. We shall find out. So it's $6, guys, for the toll. $6. That's what the toll is. That was a weird noise in my ear. You get it too? How you doing, Tim? Shot for the pothole. Hey guys, so yesterday, man, have I got a story for y'all? So yesterday we went backwoods driving in Texas. Literally. Yes. So there's a big pothole on I-20 at like mile marker 542 or something. And so they have I-20 shut down eastbound at mile marker 540, all right? And traffic was like super duper backed up. So there was a rest area and there was a way to get on the service road from the rest area. So Stefan was like, "Yeah, some of them people are getting on the service road right there," and I'm like, "Man, that could be a good idea. Maybe we should do that too." And so we went and we got on the service road that runs along I-20, and it teed into a Liberty Farm Road. And we got to the farm road, and Stefan looks left and he looks right, and I go, "Okay, turn right." And he goes, "Are you sure?" He said he felt like he was riding down a bike trail back in the woods. The road was so freaking small. And then, so then we finally get caught up with the detour eventually. Saved us a lot of time, by the way. But we finally get caught up with the detour, and they have us on this little bitty freaking 2-lane. And All of the traffic from the interstate is on this 2-lane, and they're having to repair the 2-lane because it's not really made for the kind of traffic it was getting, especially all the trucks. And the freaking road was falling apart. literally, literally, the road was falling apart. It was quite the damn mess. This camera may not work here, guys. I'm trying though. Did we figure out the smell in the truck? I don't know. We threw away some oranges that were rotten. And Stefan bought an air freshener. That's helped a lot. We stuck one of those little AC vent air fresheners on there. Jay drinking. Ron, don't be drinking. What's going on, Keith? Let's see. Told them to try to save me in the blizzard. I'm gonna lease. Really, Dad's Adventure 2022? I saw the video from somebody else about something like that too. Someone had linked me saying that it's not necessarily when you made the mistake, it's when the like supervised probation or whatever is completed. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I don't know how things work. Yeah, Greg, it's on a tripod right now, but it's a little bumpy. Who's driving? Well, not me. I'm in the passenger seat. Stefan's driving. I'll show you. Stefan's driving. Everyone called chat at 3 a.m. That's terrible. You know, this did a lot better on a better road, but that's okay. Chat said he knows how to shut his phone off. Nice. How you doing, Wheezy? So the first toll was $6, and I think we're gonna have one more. So this is probably gonna cost me about $10 or $12. But based on the construction and the route, it was probably money well spent. That is for sure. So we're gonna go ahead. He's at he added him up yesterday, and it was 19,988 miles. So he had 10,012 miles to go. Is that correct? Yes. Yeah. He's got 10,012 miles to go. Now this load here might really be good for me because if we can get this loaded quick enough, I can actually go home tonight and see my family. We have enough time on this load that I can stop at the house and see my family. Okay, so Wheezy just confirmed that I wasn't imagining things last night. I wasn't Black Dog driving, where you're hallucinating, because I swear I saw Chad Rich live at 3 o'clock in the morning. But then I clicked on it and he wasn't there. Yeah, Denise, I've got a 1500 watt Cobra inverter in the truck. That's what they put in here. talking about I want to see who's up. Well, I was up because I was driving. I was driving last night. Stefan was trying to get some sleep. We both got a little bit of sleep this morning in the rest area for sure. How you doing, Kevin? We parked for 3 hours. That's all we were allowed to be in one place was 3 hours on that last load, guys. So I stayed literally. I got to the rest area at 5:33 this morning, and we left at 8:33. So I used every minute of my 3 hours and spent it with my eyes closed. As a lease driver, you pay for the inverter. Greg is part of the APU. Is part of the APU. So all trucks that Prime have that they company drivers, lease drivers, they'll have an APU and they all have an inverter in it. Probably got to get a real weird noise again here. Nope, didn't get it this time. I'm on so I can type faster than he can read. So guys, I'm pretty sure that our little paper best pass on the bottom of the windshield covers South Carolina. I'm like 99.9% sure. And ain't nobody chased us down yet, so I guess we're doing all right. We don't want to be out here outlaw trucking. Can you upgrade the inverter if you want? GBR, you have to upgrade the wiring, but my understanding, what I was told was you can upgrade yourself to an 1800 watt with the same wiring, but anything above the 1800 would require all new wiring as well. That's my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I got out of it. That the current wiring that's in the truck for the inverter would hold up to an 1800 watt inverter. So if I wanted to go to a 2000, then I would have to have new wiring put in for the inverter. What is an inverter? Tennessee, that's the wires connect to the battery, a positive and negative. You're hot in your ground, and it connects to an inverter, and it has regular plugs in it, like in your house. And you can just plug, TVs, appliances, refrigerators. You can plug stuff into it as if you're plugging into your home. Sorry, guys, it's a little bumpy here. $65. How do you know if I'm running 65 miles an hour? You can't even tell how fast we're going. There you go. David's got it. It converts the energy. See, David, that's why you're so much fun for truckers to watch. Because people can tell you're kind of smart, like book smart. But you're pretty comical when it comes to the old trucking smarts. How's the student backlog going? Kevin, I do not know exactly for sure. Not books. David said not book smart. Oh, David, you'll be all right. Either way, we love you. Either way, we love you. It's all good. I've never done one of these driving videos. Where it's just pointing out the windshield the whole time? Have I? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for that hour we were in Salt Lake that time. Yeah, we did. How you doing, Tim? or Timothy. Suede, you can get like a dorm fridge from Walmart. Prime sells them for 200 bucks, and the reason I bought mine at Prime versus buying it for a little cheaper at Walmart is the version at Prime has the freezer, separate freezer compartment, and I really like having a separate freezer compartment. So I could have got a cheaper fridge at Walmart that would have done just as well, but I would not have had the freezer compartment because Walmart didn't have any in stock at that time. So that's why I bought. That's why I chose to buy mine at Prime. Walmart's 150. All right, Denise, be careful out there. Be careful out there. All I know is we got 34 miles left to go, and we'll be at Sterilite. It's in Clinton, South Carolina, is the name of the town we're going to. So Clinton, South Carolina, and our appointment's at 3:30. Obviously, we're not going to make it, but hopefully we can still get loaded when we get there pretty quick. Hopefully they don't do that, whole you're late, so now you're working, and we'll get you at 3 o'clock in the morning shit to us. Because if they do that, it screws me on going home, and I really like to go home tonight and see my family. Richard, they put Cobras in here. Mine's a Cobra. I think that someone said they switched to a different brand now. Once we're loaded, like 160 miles, I'll be at home. I can be home. David, you just look like the kind of guy who might know some things that others wouldn't, about science or history, you know. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, they don't. No CBs are supplied or anything. Oh, hey, Vladimir, we're just going for just tonight. I'm gonna park at the pilot and have my wife come get me. They'll just stay in the truck tonight, and I'll be. South Carolina. David did some. Oh, David did some truck stop trivia. I missed that. I gotta watch that. You're in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, we're going to Clinton. It's between Spartanburg and Columbia, I think, because that's kind of where we're at on 26. Lost me. Well, I'm still showing I got full signal. Kevin, not that I know of, no, because everything's across state lines. Looks like I'm following a UFO. You know what that is, guys? that's a uh, that's a chip missing out of the windshield that I had filled. I see it. I do see what you're talking about. But yeah, there's a chip in the windshield right there that I had filled that I took to the shop and they filled it for me so it wouldn't spread. And that's why it looks like that. That's pretty funny though. It's like I'm chasing something out Independence Day. I can't be that smart. I decided to become a truck driver. Oh, bada bang. David, you're a good guy, man. I don't care what Chad Rich says about you. You're a good guy. A big bump. That wasn't too bad. David's on a roll today. Is getting hired by Prime hard. I mean, it's like any other company. They have their, they have what I don't, I don't know. Do I want to call it standards? I don't think is that the right word? They have their requirements. There we go. Every company has their own requirements. So space crews are coming. Yeah. What's going on, big dog? Yeah, space. The aliens are coming, huh, guys? That's great. We'll get that one night from David. David will be driving one night, and there'll be some shining light in the sky. Oh, I'm using my headset. I'm using my headset for this one. Yeah, Greg, I'm on 85. We're on yeah. Now we're on 26. We're on 385 south. But do you guys need some truck noise? I can turn the microphone off and supply you the truck noise you guys might desire. Driving the back roads and I can trip a man out. Hey David, you had fun yesterday on that route me and Stefan took through the bike trail. It was very interesting to say the least. Very interesting, but it saved us a lot of time. I'll be honest with you, it saved us a lot of time. We skipped over a very important detail though. Yeah. We got through it safely. Me, Stefan, and Big Red, we all came out of it one piece. That was the important thing. Then we saved about 2 hours or more. Oh yeah, guys, there were so many people in ditches that were trying to run the median to get to the service road. It was a lot of people having to be towed out of ditches because they've gotten a lot of rain pretty much all across the country. And so all these idiots, well, we'll call them idiots. I don't know them. So all these people made bad choices and tried to go across the grass, and they sunk. It was not good. How did you know it was a legal route? I didn't, David. I monkey seed, monkey dooted. we, we saw a couple other semis go through. One of them went doubles, so we were like, heck with it. If someone hits a bridge, they're going to hit it before we do. Let's go. And we went for it. And luckily, there was no bridges, no overpasses, nothing to worry about. Hey, Zach, it's included in the truck note. The insurances are included in the truck note at Prime. Other companies, not so much. You might have to call and find out, but that's one of the questions I would ask guys if you are interested in going lease trucking and you're calling different companies to compare them. That's one of the major things you need to do is get a complete breakdown of the fixed cost. Okay, make sure you get a complete breakdown, including any kind of maintenance fee costs. So yeah, hopefully tonight I'll be making some video clips of me arriving home and my youngin attacking me. No, Moto, the Qualcomm always stays on Central Time. Qualcomm always stays on your home time because your logbook. That way your logbook stays straight. So the Qualcomm never changes. But when you get a delivery, when you get the delivery appointment, it'll always be in the local time zone for where the delivery is. So you kind of have to keep that in mind. Falls through a bridge. Yeah. Yeah, Greg, I am. I'm gonna do some video clips, record it, and then post it probably tomorrow. That's the goal. But no, no, but in all seriousness, David, it was we did have about a 5 mile stretch that was kind of stressful because we didn't know what was ahead of us. And it was, I mean, guys, it was a tiny road. I mean, it was little bitty thing. But like I said, there were some other trucks. The 20 had been shut down already for almost 24 hours. So other trucks had gone down that road. You could see where they had already trimmed the trees for us. There's a lot of fresh tree branch breaks down through there. Luckily, we didn't have to touch none of them. We come through it all right. My feed is toast. What's wrong with my feed? Can't hear me. Open your ears, David. Yeah, see, David, it's your old age, man. Put your hearing aid in, buddy. Put your hearing aid in. Qualcomm and such. Going to school in Iowa. Moto, are you going to like a private school? What are Moto's going to a private school? Those are usually the ones that they don't even bother teaching you the Qualcomm. Yeah, I need to get a better headset, to be honest with you. When David turned 65, his hearing started going. It's glitchy. I've noticed it did that in some other live feeds. I'm probably ready for another headset, to be honest with you. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Here, that might help. There, I sometimes if I have both phones attached to it, it doesn't do too well. So I undid the other phone, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. A lot of test practice. That's it. What's going on, Big John? If you want to try leads here, spring is the best time for it. Yeah, Zach. I mean, winter's rough, guys. You know, that's nationwide. Every company, winter can be pretty rough on the pocketbook. I've made a lot less this winter than I made in the summer and fall. Yeah, David, that's your signal, not mine, buddy. Yeah, winter teaches you a lot. It teaches you how to spend your money more wisely than you did in the summer. RP, I did see him without his hat, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I took off the hat," and then he put his hat back on. It was pretty funny. Yes, Will, you can switch back. Yes, you can go lease and then go back to company. Do I need to edit a video? No, David, leave it. It gives you personality. That's why we love you. I'm going to request David H for TNT just for the entertainment. So, guys, I'll be coming to Springfield to pick up a PSD student. I'm guessing about 18 days at the most, maybe 17. Could be less. but just from past experiences with students, Tim likes to run pretty hard the last 2 weeks. And they do that for a couple reasons. They want to make sure the student can handle it, and they also want to make sure that the trainer makes enough money that they decide to take another student immediately upon delivering that one to the yard. They will. We're 13.6. That's the standard. I mean, obviously, you have some oversized loads that get higher than that. David makes so many videos on how he makes his 90. If I was starting out just new, would you go lease or company? Keith, honestly, I would. Oh, I don't know. I'd be like you guys, really torn between the two. Now, I was a company driver when I first started for 13 months. From March 6, 2006 to April something, 2007, I was a company driver. And then I went lease after that. 8th of April. All right, Terry. Check my mail. Yeah, I got that. I got that post office box back at the yard. It's really just a mailbox. Someone needs to invent a basketball hoop that can mount to a trailer. Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. GBR, that would. So guys, I'm gonna buy some dumbbells for Friday Night Fitness with bags. That's coming up. So I'm gonna buy some dumbbells for that. And I'm already a big dumbbell, so I might as well get a couple little dumbbells to do some exercise with. Yeah, Will, that happens. I mean, hey, over the road trucking's not for everybody. Over the road trucking's really not for everybody. I mean, but once you get some over the road experience, it'll help you get some of the better jobs that maybe you can be home a lot more with. I've got the resistance band as well, and I used to have a steer stepper, but my wife stole it, so she now has it. That's what I blame all my weight gain on. I've gained like 15 pounds in 2 years, and I blame it on her because she stole my steer stepper. She had to have it. She has had to have it after the baby was born. And honestly, I'm not even sure she ever used it. I think it sat in the closet and collected dust. Probably still there. Days of David's life. I love food too. Yeah, Moto. I've seen a couple people with bike racks on their deer guards when you do your live feed. You might. I don't know. She usually doesn't like that kind of stuff, but she might. All right, Chris. Have a good one, bud. We're getting close, guys. We're only 17 miles from our 01. I'm not behind on comments. Oh, you know what? I think the video lags a little behind the comments. I did find that out. So that's part of what's wrong with David too, especially if his self-service sucks. Because my video is usually running about 12 seconds behind comments. Yeah, correct, Will. I mean, at 22, if you don't have no reason to have a house, an electric bill, and water bill, and cable bill, you're better off just going OTR and saving every dollar you can. Yeah, if you can save money, save it. I would tell you, Chad Rich sent me a link last night. Oh, good, Anthony. I'm glad you were able to get one. Chad Rich sent me a link last night to a motivational speaker that he talks about, and that guy's pretty funny. You know, he's like, the majority of people spend their money on stupid shit. You know why? And this is just how he says it too, not word for word. I'm not quoting him. I'm just speaking in general. He's like, why the fuck do you need a little emblem on your car from a specific company just to have status with your neighbors? He said, buy the biggest hunk of junk you can find if it gets you from point A to point B. As long as it moves your ass around, it's all you need. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. No, it was not Dave Ramsey. It was somebody on YouTube. Stefan Styling with the shades on? Yeah, right there. Yeah, Will, you can get a mailbox there. It's not a post office box, but it's a mailbox in the Prime mail room, and then you just have your stuff sent to Prime, addressed to you at your mailbox, sent to Prime. It's a pretty simple process. It's funny too because that motivational speaker, he says some things that are really true. He talks to one of them about how the older generation, how our seniors, our grandparents and our great grandparents and stuff, how they will discourage you from making certain decisions right now in life. And he's like, sometimes you can't listen to them because our options are different than theirs. He said, back when they were our age, he's like, they didn't have a choice. They had to go to work for somebody else, eat shit, live and die. That's the only options they had. He's like, in this day and age, we have many more options than what they had. Yes, Will, you can send. Yes, you can send packages. Yeah. Oh, is it working now? No shit, is it really? To go to Prime and I think he means Missouri. He wrote Michigan, but I think he means Missouri. Yeah, Ben Kifa, you'll have to you'll call Recruiter and talk to him. No, Will, I'm not telling Stefan that. Hopefully his video's working, guys, because it's kind of screwy on my end a little bit. So I don't know exactly what it's doing. Oh, yeah, I think it's actually working. Oh, We gotta get over. Get to the left. Dig in my pocket and buy the weed boost. We're in South Carolina, Rocket. Oop, and I'm hitting the damn tripod. No video. I don't know. It's working for me. I'm watching it on the other phone and it's working. Drug bust right there. Yeah, that was some live PD shit going on right there, guys. So they changed our pickup appointment to 4:30. Thank goodness. We're 8 miles away, so I think we'll make that. Well, we're only 8 miles, so once we get parked, hopefully it'll get more stable. I'm just gonna leave it running even after we get parked. You guys can watch us check in and back up and everything. We'll just make a day of it. Well, Will, that's going to be the issue. We're going to Denver, so we better enjoy this pretty weather right here because it's not going to be so pretty when we get over that way. Yeah, I don't. When are they doing that live feed? I haven't even looked. This is our exit coming up. I want to put that blinker on. Let him know. Here we go. He let us in. That was nice of him. Stefan convinced him to slow down and let us in. It's all good. No, big dog. It's supposed to be like 50 something degrees over there in like Salina, Kansas, and Denver and stuff this weekend. I think the Arctic air is going to be like in the Midwest. I think. I could be wrong. Correct, David. Right now there is, but I'm not going to deliver until Friday night. Today's only Wednesday. You think I got wings on this truck? You think I'm just going to pick this load up and fucking call my genie and have him twinkle their nose and I'll be in Denver? It's going to take me a while to get there, brother. Rumble winner gets a feed. Yeah, that'll be interesting, Dad. I'm not going to do that exactly. I'm not going to take 40 all the way to 25, but I am going to take 40 a pretty long ways across. That is the plan. Yeah, I'll definitely find out, won't I? Will, I didn't have to take it. I just chose to. It's a pretty good load. Yeah, it's right here. So there's a sign there that said trucks have to turn left right here. I guess they don't want us going through the little town. I've actually been here a bunch. I picked up both where we're going now in the past, and I also picked up at a Gildan's here that makes socks. I need to get me a GoPro and get me one of them stabilizers on the windshield so I can just pop that GoPro in it. No, Greg, I really don't. I really don't know. Like on a personal level, the only trainer I know is Chad. To some about training if I have questions about certain things. I know I have some guys that if I see them, I'll go talk to them, but I don't know them. We're not like friends. But Chad's the only one that I pretty much know. I've got to move this leg. Oh shit! I've been sitting here Indian style, and at my age, that's not a good idea for too long. Not a good idea at all. Yeah, GVR. Junior's got his own guys. He uses for a lot of his like backing videos and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I like that. He puts his. I guess it's got a GoPro on it. I assume. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing it's got a GoPro. The other plant I picked up at in the past, right here on the left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the sock plant. The textile plant. Oh, it's Renfro. That's who it is. But yeah, it's right. It says Renfro Distribution Center, but I'm pretty sure it's one of their products is the GIL, the Gildan GILDEN socks and shirts and stuff like that. They sell at Walmart. Bags can't cook. Cook in the truck one day, make a video. Well, hey, when I get my air fryer, I will. Dude, I used when I first started watching YouTube, it used to crack me up that every time I turned on a video from Trucker Josh, he was frying bacon in the skillet. I was like, this dude eats bacon like every day. Microwave popcorn ain't cooking. Hey, microwave popcorn's cooking. It's all right, Matthew. We're almost to our pickup. We are heading to our 01. So we left Dallas yesterday morning with a high value load, and we delivered it in Atlanta this morning. It was supposed to be this afternoon. But guys, we came all the way across from Dallas to Atlanta with 1,000 pounds in the box. We might as well have been empty. We got what was the fuel mileage? You remember now? It was 11 something, 11.6. I on my shift, but for the whole trip, yeah, it was like 11 something for the whole trip. I got 12.1 on my part, but I ran 55 miles an hour all night because we weren't stressed on time. So I just ran. I set it at the double nickels and just rolled down the highway. Yeah, the 01 is the first stop of the load, which it's a pickup, and the 90 is always the final delivery. And if there's any numbers in between, they could be pickups or deliveries. You just have to read it and see. Yeah, I'm gonna stay live. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm gonna stay live. So last night I stopped in Bucksville, Alabama. All right. It was exit 100 off of 5920. For those of you familiar with the area, they have a Love's and a Petro, and I went to the Petro because I was going to go ahead and park and take my 3-hour break at the Petro. So it's approximately 3 o'clock in the morning, and I pull in there, and as I'm pulling in, this guy pulls out in front of me in the perfect spot. I was set up at the perfect angle and at the right direction to just take his spot. Okay. So this guy pulls out and I swing around and I'm getting lined up with a spot, and this drop deck comes around, has a tank on it or something. And he blocks me in. He just blocks me. And I sit there and he's flashing his lights at me for to go ahead and go. And of course I can't back up. So I'm just sitting there. And finally he rolls the window down. He goes, "What are you trying to do?" I said, "I'm going to back into that spot." He's like, "Oh no, I need that spot." And I said, "I'm already set up for it. I'm taking the spot." This asshole turns his truck off in the middle of the truck stop parking lot, guys, with the whole parking lot blocked because he wanted that spot. I've seen a lot of crappy things in my life out here, but that takes the cake. All right, so here's our customer. You'll see the sign coming up on the right for Sterilite. Can you see, or do I need to move this? Okay. And the warehouse is actually back here behind these trees. I have his truck or a douchebag. So did you get the spot? No, I didn't. I didn't. Guys, here's the thing. I wasn't really tired. I had 3 hours to kill. You know, the truth of the matter is, if the guy would have said, "Man, I'm really fucking tired," I would have been like, "All right, whatever. I don't care anyways." Because what are you doing? Shipping only. This is shipping only right here, buddy. Oh, don't worry about that damn thing. I got a big sign right here. It says Sterilite shipping only. All right, so guys, always watch your signs in command. You see right here, it says drivers, be prepared to stop ahead. So you always kind of read your signs. If you just read the signs, guys, it'll pretty much direct you where you need to go at most of these customers. Now, I was hoping that they might get lucky and they might just have a prime trailer running around they loaded, but they do not. Do not block driveway. Parking available to the right. Drivers check in at dock door 212. So that's what it says. And it says they closed at 3:30. So I guess we'll find out how this is going to go. So it says park to the right and go to dock door 212. What dock door is that? Holy shit, that's 319. Where's 212? Yeah, drive around and see if we can find it. So it says we got to check in at door 212. So we're going to try to see if we can find door 212. Just to be sure. I doubt Stefan wants to walk 3 miles. Stay tight in case you got to get squeezed in between them two because it might be right here. Yeah, it's coming up right there. That way we can just park right here and walk in there. Yep, 212. So, everybody's kind of parked along the side here, out of the way. As you can see, almost everybody. We have one guy who just parked right in front of door 212. Does this surprise anybody? He's at. 3 miles. You should get a Segway. You going? I'll sit right here. I'm gonna stay in here with you guys. We'll let Stefan go check in. We'll let him go handle the situation. Pretty much all of our customers don't allow um, cameras inside their facilities, so that's why I'm not just going to take the camera and go in and assume. I don't like to do that. Should have gave him a fat lip. 3 miles, you should get a Segway. Oh, it's Stefan needs a skateboard. Nice. Well, I mean, I just find that interesting that they had this they have in front of this truck that is directly in front of us is wide open all the way down along the curb. You could just make a line here or park and then go in and get your paperwork. And for some reason, he felt the need to just park right there. But to each their own. Can he handle it? Yeah, Greg, he can handle it. Stefan's ready. Stefan's ready. Stefan's been dealing with the customers for a couple weeks now, nonstop. Well, what I should do is Chad used to have these glasses where you could hook them to your Wi-Fi on your hotspot. I need you to just get me a pair of them. Hey, Jody, you're right. I mean, Stefan's running away and ain't coming back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He wants to get his training done. He's got 10,012 miles, and this load right here is like 1,700 and something of them. So he knows his training is almost over. Hopefully they load us. Hopefully there's no problems, but we'll find out. Damn the rest. You are right about that, sir. Ain't no doubt about it. So I'm gonna route this Qualcomm home and see, because he's probably doing it on his phone inside, because you can do it on the phone app, and that's kind of the way I've taught him to do it, is just off the phone, because it's just easier in my opinion. It's quicker for sure in my opinion, but sorry guys, I'm looking up a customer code. See how far I am from the house. That's why David didn't have any sound. Smells a lot better today, Warped. It's good to go. Stefan, what's our trailer number? It's 191306. Stefan, 191306. You know what though? How smart of him was that, guys? He just knew right where to go to get it. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute, I'll just go on his live." I believe it's going to be on Prime's Facebook page, Greg, or Dad's Adventure. I I think it's in the app. I think the trailer number is in the app. If you go to the location, like if you go to location one and look, I think it's in there. Should be anyhow. Correct, David. For the most part, I'm picking up some Tupperware, buddy. You want to come get it? David's gonna steal my Tupperware, everybody. David, I know when I shouldn't say anything. Trust me. I haven't been honest about my exact location for about 4 days now, because I didn't want to wake up with fucking pop tires or a kingpin pulled. Let's be honest. Yes, David, I know that, but he didn't know that. That's why he asked. Yeah, yeah, I take my truck home with me. Stefan's probably stressed out, guys. It's been a pretty crappy day, man. Traffic was terrible. We were late. Stefan's probably stressed a little bit. Could that really happen to be? Big dog, I don't know. I mean, no, but I mean, there's idiots out there, man. There's idiots out there. I don't think anybody who was involved in the situation would do anything like that. I mean, everybody's just trying to take care of their family. But there's other people who aren't so smart out and about in the world. I'm just goofing. It's all right, David. It's all good. Yeah, so the other night when I did the live, when I showed you all the Mac, I was actually in Tyler, Texas, or Van, Texas. Sorry, I was in Van, Texas at the Loves. I wasn't in Dallas. And then we went into Dallas and we picked up a load, and we didn't go northeast, guys. We went straight east down 20 to Atlanta and delivered it. He's fifth in line to get to the window. No, Will, I've never seen truckers open carry. Here's why it's hard for over the road truckers to carry, Will. Number one, most companies don't allow it. Why do most companies not allow you to carry a handgun on your truck? Because there are some states where you just aren't allowed to have your gun, period. So, I mean, that's why. They're more trying to protect you than anything because, like New York and large portions of Illinois, you're not allowed to have a gun, period. Or at least certain kinds of guns. So I think it's more about that. New Jersey's another one. Yeah, there's a lot of states in the Northeast. A lot of states. And I would imagine, California guys is pretty liberal, so I would imagine California is probably the same way on a lot of things. Yeah, David, there's nothing like David, I'm figuring out that it's not that I'm behind on comments, it's that the comments show up for me way later than they do you. So even if you have your own truck, correct, Will. I mean, the law is the law. I mean, that's not a company. Yeah, I mean, the Prime has a company policy. Yes, if you're running underneath your authority, I don't think you're supposed to carry. I could be wrong on that if you're underneath your own authority and just on the power only or whatever. I don't know. But there are states there are state laws in certain states where you can't have a gun, and they don't honor carry permits from other states. So I mean, it gets pretty. No, Lucas, I don't have enemies. I'm just saying there's stupid people out in the world today. David. So I mean, are you saying, are you asking me, are there people who drive a truck that carry a gun? I'm sure there are. Do I know any personally? No, I do not. Greg, I used to think that, but a lot of people have told me different, and I did some reading about it, and there's actually no federal law that bans it that I found. I actually found some websites that specifically state there is no federal law banning truck drivers from carrying a gun. But it's each state has its own laws, and that's what you have to worry about because it changes so much when you go over state lines. So, like if I owned a handgun and had a carry permit, I would have to make sure that I went and looked up each state that in that I was going to, or actually make myself like a little cheat sheet of the different things that I might have to do. Because some states I may be able to open carry, some states I may be able to use my concealed permit from Tennessee, but other states that gun may have to be in a locked box with the ammunition in a separate box, separated, so it takes so many steps in order to load the gun. I mean, it's different in each state. And see, Will, he probably does, he has his own authority. And he probably did just what I'm talking about. He probably has it broke down and knows what he has to do in each state in order to stay legal within that state. And guys, when you carry like that with a permit and you do it for so long, you really sometimes forget you have your gun. I'm just going to be honest with you. I used to think it was crazy when you would see people at the airport or whatever, and they're having to, have someone come pick their gun up or whatever because they forgot they had it. And then, like, me and my sister went to Disney World, and we went through security and everything. We got in the park, and at lunchtime, we went to get lunch, and she dug in to get her wallet, and she went, "Oh my God." And I go, "What?" And she's like, "Come here." And she's like, "Stick your hand in the bottom of my purse." And there's her freaking gun in the bottom of her purse at Disney World, I mean, so sometimes you just forget you have it. You get so used to carrying it, it's not a big deal to you. You just know it's there, but you don't think about it. Wasp spray is legal in every state it is. Yeah. Yeah. Get you some good old wasp spray right in the eyes. Wasp spray probably work better than mace. The difference is wasp spray may have lasting effects, where mace, you can wash out and over time just goes away. I don't know. No, Greg, I don't live in Florida. I grew up in Florida in St. Petersburg. I live in Tennessee. Do I personally own any guns? Me personally, no. Are there any guns in my house that are owned by family members? Yes. But me personally, I don't own a gun. I don't have a registered firearm to me, but we do have guns in the house. Goofy the warden. You live in Clarksville? Oh, you live over by the base. Broke down and bought a raincoat today. My brother was there finishing his medical training. He did some of his clinicals at Vanderbilt. Stefan hasn't emerged yet from the. Hopefully, I'm gonna put another foot on the dash. Hopefully, it doesn't show up on camera. Good, it didn't. Inglewood, Tampa area. Yeah, I know where that's at, Lucas. From Nashville, he started on the 25th. Yeah, I'm from the Knoxville area, guys. Bag singing Rocky Top. I'm not singing Rocky Top. I do know it though. I do know it. You know, I jumped on the bad bandwagon when they won the national title. Don't worry, I jumped on it for a whole couple weeks, and then it was over, and I probably never wore the shirts again. I had 2 shirts. Well, Will, there's more. There's more than that. There's more than 7 keys, but I will tell you a scary fact that I don't know if it's still true or not. But when I worked at KLLM, all the keys fit all the trucks. So, like, if you had a Freightliner, you could open any Freightliner, any other KLLM Freightliner. And if you had a Volvo, you could, or no, Volvos, they couldn't do that because it has a chip in it or something. But all the Freightliners were keyed the same at KLLM. I didn't like that. I used to sleep with my seatbelt through the door. That's one thing I did not like about over there. But you know what? It probably did come in handy for guys who locked themselves out, because what they would do is if someone locked themselves out, they would just call somebody who was close by. Like they, all the time I was there, I think they called me twice and were like, "Hey, can you stop at this truck stop on your way and let this guy back in his truck?" Yeah, now there's 2 guys over there. There's Old Dominion too. David will drown him with his lotion. That's pretty funny, guys. I do know the song. I do know that song, man. I'm not gonna sing to you guys. If I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna have to wait until I get a guitar, guys, and learn how to play it. And then I can work on my singing first before I actually do any singing. Would not be good. I mean, Will, if someone comes to my truck with a gun, I'm just going to give them the keys and say, "Here you go," and then whatever money I got in my pocket, here you go. Have a good day. Take whatever you want. Fuck, here's the key to the lock. Here's the key to the padlock on the trailer. You know, I mean, whatever you want, you can have. All that stuff can be replaced. Everything can be replaced. Next level, mine do. I mean, I have keyless on mine. Um, oh, my keys are in my jacket. I have a key. I have keyless entry on mine, but you have to order it. It's 100 and I think it was 165 or 160 on this one, and I think it was 160 on the Peterbilt as well. So the Peterbilt will also have keyless entry. Yeah, Will, you're right. You're right. You are correct. Here comes Baby Swift. That'll be night. I'll tell you the one thing that they did right in that. So, guys, do you really think he's going to be able to make all that turning? Look at that. Now, keep in mind, you got 2 trucks there. He's not. There's no way. Yeah, he's honking the horn. He wants Swift to move. Well, they don't own each other. They merged, and the guy who was running night is now running both of them. Yeah, he's kind of stuck like Chuck. He's honking to get this. He's honking to get his cousin Swift to move out of the way. David has backup singers, Wendy and Linda. Where you test, Michael? Study where you're gonna test. I still don't know if Knight's gonna make that. Yeah, he passed Old Dominion. He got around him. No one's taking Little Dirty. Little Dirty has keyless entry. They just won't give you the fob. Huh. Well, that is sad, Dad. That is very sad. I don't know what they're doing. Now, I have seen some drivers out here who need to park like that, who are handicapped for whatever reason. I don't mind that. Yeah, so you want to study Missouri, Michael? CDL Prep, Missouri. That's the one you'll want to study for sure. I can't believe Stefan's not back out here yet. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll move this for a minute. Try to find someplace we can. There we go. And I'll flip it around, and I guess I should move this mount. This is that mount I was using, guys. We got more coming in. Here comes the Estes. They have donuts inside. Hey, you guys be shocked. Stefan told me today that he's RB'd out. He's RB'd out for a little while. Kind of wants to stay away from Arby's for a little while because he's kind of had too much of it recently. I find that hard to believe. Nick and Carl carry a pellet gun. Well, they tell us it's a pellet gun. Maybe it's not. Oh, Nene carries a pellet gun. I'm sorry, I misread that. It says Nene carries a pellet gun. So looks like a Glock. Oh, so okay, guys. Knight's door was right there, and they were blocking him from getting in his door. That's why he was backing. Like that's why he needed them to move, guys. Stefan's in the break room getting a snack. He might be in the bathroom. I'm hoping I'm not in this guy's way. You guys can see him right here. Knight there. I'm hoping I'm not in his way. He's trying to back into a door. I just don't know which one. And there's a few of them over here. Harvey Stock is going to take a dip now. So I'm going to double check on the app real quick and see if Stefan did an arrival. If he didn't, I'm going to go ahead and do one. Um, he has not done one yet. So, all right, guys. So we're going to do an arrival call. So here, oh wait a minute. In a minute, let me let this route me. Let me let that route us, and then we'll do an arrival call, guys, on the Qualcomm here. Arrival calls are pretty simple. I'll move the Qualcomm around so that we can do it. Fifth in line of 7 trucks have gone to doors. So I'm 180 miles from the house, guys. That's where I'm at. That's 180 miles. All right, so there it is. 180 miles. All right. So we go into our messaging. You just go into compose right there. This is all touchscreen. And it's just got arrived at location. And then it asks you for the location number. So this is 01. We don't have a load temperature because it's dry. Drop trailer, no, because it's not preloaded. If we were dropping trailer, we put yes, and we would put the trailer number that we dropped right here. That way they would know where it's at. And you can put the temperature there if you want to. Honestly, I never do. I usually just do the location one, the drop trailer, yes or no, and the trailer number if I need to. Hit the send button, and then confirm the message. That's it. So our arrival call is now complete. Here comes Stefan. I'll turn the camera this way for a minute because I doubt he wants everybody staring at him. All right. What door? Going to door 418, guys. Yeah, we pulled in on the threes. So, oh, that's probably ones, twos, threes, and then fours be that last warehouse down there. So we're going to door 418. They're ready for us, huh? All right, good deal. Sounds good to me. Did my arrival call when I left Pilot 150 miles ago. Holy crap, David. I guess that was an accident, wasn't it? Guys, this might get a little bumpy on the dashboard for just a few moments while we get situated. You have enough room right here. Because he's going to be a little bit trying to get in that door. So this night, guys, is having a hell of a time getting in that door right there. You can see he's still not lined up for it really good. We'll see if we can find the 400s. Didn't want to be late. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, David. Where the hell are the 400s? Did she tell you they were around the back? Okay. Around the back. I'm gonna pick y'all up for a minute. Try to make it a little better. It's a really bumpy drive. Stefan might need that mirror as well. So I don't know if it goes around or not. We're gonna find out. I think it goes around back there. It looks like there's driveway back there. Didn't want to be late. this place is big, guys. It's a big place. I'm gonna try to find my sandals real quick so I can throw them on my feet. I haven't had my sandals on in freaking months. 418, there it is. I'm gonna take y'all out. We'll watch Stefan back up. But I took my socks off when I laid down earlier, so I gotta throw my freaking sandals on. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh. All right. So we got one truck over there he's got to avoid. USA truck. And there's 418. So now Stefan's to the point now where I just literally just let him do it. I don't tell him at all to make any kind of adjustments. I just let him figure it out. The only thing I'll do is stop him right before he hits something, which I haven't had to do, so that's a good sign. It's very warm today, guys. It's like 70. No, David, I don't have socks on. That's why I put the sandals on. The boots are sitting right there on the floor. I would have threw my boots on if I had socks on, buddy. So, guys, here's a common mistake a lot of drivers make, especially new drivers. We're backing in the door. We don't have our doors open. So, luckily, it looks like there's enough room at this warehouse to open your doors before you get all the way back. But I see that a lot, especially like tight warehouses. It kind of sucks to watch a driver fight it for 20 minutes to back it in. Then he backs all the way in and realizes he has to open the doors. That sucks. I'm not sure he was coming to open the doors. I think he was doing to get out and look. But the doors are open now, at least. What do you mean we'll change your wheels? I don't exactly know what we're talking about when he says change the wheels. They're going to put super singles on it. If you want to put duals back on it and you're a lease driver, you can pay to have that done. But you're going to pay for it. They're not going to do it for free. They're not going to leave the duals on there. They're not going to do it for free. So they'd rather have you running super singles, and here's why. They get their deal with Michelin, their tire contract, their biggest discounts are on the super singles. That's why they want you running super singles. If all the trucks are running the same tires, they can get bigger discounts on those tires. So our guys that run duals, when they have a blowout or something, they pay a higher rate than we do on a super single. gonna take a little peek. He's in the door. And after I back in a door, I'm not doing this just because Stefan backed it. I do this myself. I always double check myself to make sure that I'm in a pretty good spot. So we are too far over to the right. You need to bring it this way. Yeah. So you can see here, it pretty much missed the thing, and the other side's not even close to it. The bumper. Hopefully he just cuts the wheel right now. There he goes. There we go. Now we'll, guys, if he comes for me to squish me, I'm going to have to drop on the ground and do the stop, drop, and roll thing here. So the trailer's nice and clean. It was ready today. Mainly because that high value load we had, guys, was 6 pallets of medical supplies. And there was like nothing to it. We had it washed out before we went there because it was a high value load. Now he's got it. There we go. Now we're in a better place. Look at that, guys. See, now he's on both of them. Give him a thumbs up. Wind gust over hurricane force. Yeah, they're saying that there's going to be wind gusts at 100 miles an hour with this storm. That's why we're going to definitely take our time getting over there, because the storm's supposed to be long gone in the next day or so. It's a very fast mover. And so the storm's not going to hang out very long. So our goal is to take our time enough that we never catch up with it. That's the goal anyhow. Nice breeze. It's actually a bit windy here, guys. Okay, guys, so that is the same night truck that was trying to back in the door up front. Yeah, that's him. I don't know. I guess he backed in the wrong door. He wants to run 150-inch rims. Okay, guys, let me catch up with this. Yeah, you can get custom wheels. You're going to pay for them, though. I mean, that's coming out of your pocket. But yeah, sure, if you want to buy them and get them put on, just remember that when you turn the truck in, the wheels are going to stay with the truck unless you keep the old ones and have them. What I would do, if I was going to buy custom rims for my truck, I would have them shipped to Prime, and I would just pay Prime to put them on, and that way Prime has possession of the other rims, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about keeping track of them. Bags don't like eating crow. They're all saying, "Good job, Stefan." I don't know, guys. Believe it or not, he got in this door really easy. I'm gonna turn y'all around now, so we don't have to just look at the trees. He got in this. Not you. The night guy got in this door way easier than he was up front. He was struggling up front. He got in this one back here, no problem at all. David, I told you, I'll take you and your wife both out for a steak. We can do a YouTube thing together. We can do a YouTube thing together. What's a trifecta? A trifecta is when you pass all 3 parts of the CDL exam on the first try. The pre-trip, the backing, and the road test. The truck's trying to make money, not buy custom rims. Lickety split. Hey, I'm with you. Mine's stock. I mean, the only thing I did different on mine was put some graphics on it. Nothing else. I don't change nothing else. I don't add chicken lights or rims or. I'll be honest with you. I don't even have like the lug nut covers on mine. I don't even have lug nut covers. GBR, no. They just said what? Stay in the truck. Watch for a green light. Is that what they said or no? Yeah. Yeah, they just told him to stay in the truck and watch for a green light. Your log, are you still off duty? Okay. It looked like a steak. But no, I mean that's just me. I'm not really big on like decking out the outside with the chicken lights like Chad does. Chad likes chicken lights and all that kind of stuff. I'm just not really big on it. I just take the truck as you give it to me. Y'all saw I'm paying for the decals to look different, but other than that, I will not change the look of the truck. Everything will be just the way it is. Reminding me, didn't put the arrival call in. I put it in. If you go, well, here's the thing. Not at Prime, our lease is not a purchase. The regular lease, you have to do the Ace lease to do lease purchase. We have at Prime. Prime has lease and lease purchase. Guys, it's two totally different things at Prime. Totally two separate things. Moto, as long as I get home, from the time we get to the truck stop and my wife picks me up, I'll go off duty, and there's an option for me at home. Stefan will obviously go sleeper berth because he'll be in the truck. Yeah, the sun is pretty bright. I don't know why it's doing that. It didn't do that on the other side because of the angle. See, if I just, yeah, it gets worse instead of better. Unless I move up here. I don't know why it's doing that. Like I said, it didn't do it on the other side. Let me just turn the phone. I bet you I just need to turn the phone a little bit. See if I turn the phone, if it makes any better or worse. That's a little better, I guess. Not much. Why didn't Stefan do an arrival call? Well, because we did one now. David's giving you shit. David. David is. Ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, like if you're doing a lease purchase, you're gonna have, depending on your company, you're gonna have some kind of maintenance fund or program or something. So at Prime, they just have the tire fund. It's 4 cents a mile. Other than that, they don't have a maintenance fund. The emergency fund. You don't want to put anything in it. Yeah, it's not your money. That's the truck's money. Tire fund is just 4 cents a mile. Goes into a fund. It stays with the truck. It's there to buy tires for the truck. Pretty simple. I wouldn't be surprised if David goes live tonight. He's getting unloaded. David, you got a pre-plan yet? You already know where you're coming back out of? Or David even knows where he's picking up next. How you doing, John? Well, we've been here a while. We've been here a couple hours just hanging out. It was mainly did road footage. What's the best month to start training with Prime in your opinion? Jeff, that depends on what you're looking for. I mean, some guys like to get the experience in before winter. Some guys like to get the winter experience in while training. It just depends on you. It's a reflection off that loud ass shirt. You know what? It might be. It might be the reflection off the shirt. I doubt it though. I doubt it. I wish I could just kind of like turn it or something. Shoot, that made it worse. See if I do like right there, we're good. It's kind of weird. It's just that one spot. And I'm not sure I can get it there. Let's see if I can get it there, guys. I've got this tripod. This one's a little different. I've had 3 of them now. Dustin gave me my first one, and then I bought some at Walmart. There we go. Well, no, it's still bad, but that's okay. It's better. No pre-plan. Yeah, there's all kinds of hub covers and stuff you can put on, guys. Hopefully you get a rowdy Uncle Chad show tonight. I want to see Chad up there on his stripper pole, man. Fitness with Chad. Fitness with Chad on the stripper pole. That's what we need. Wednesday night fitness. You know, Chad had a pretty big week last week. He gets paid tonight. He might be up on the pole celebrating. Matter of fact, I think Chad might have done $10,000 in revenue last week. To be honest with you, I think he did. So he had a pretty big week. He had a pretty big week. I'm hoping me and Stefan will have a big week this week because we'll deliver this on Friday. How much is my P going to be when I go to buy it? Will, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I will tell you the payment on the Peterbilt is actually on the Ultraloft is actually less than the payment on this Freightliner. This Freightliner is $1,064 a week. The Peterbilt Ultraloft's $1,030. If that makes any sense to you. So Freightliner must be feeling pretty good about themselves that they've jacked their prices up like that. David's got a fresh clock. How much is my P going to be when I buy it? Like I said, I don't even know. Will it be more than $50,000 to buy? Will, there's a good possibility of that. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't want to give you an answer and not be close. I've looked foolish enough on YouTube, guys, so I'm dedicated to make sure I don't do that no more. So I really don't know how it works because I haven't looked into an Ace lease because I haven't been interested in owning a truck. Okay. Up until this point, I've only been interested in basically renting a truck. We call it lease, I call it renting. Same thing, right? It's like renting a house. So up to this point, I've only been interested in renting a truck or leasing a truck, especially when I was training full time like this because it's a lot of wear and tear on the truck. Now that might change when that peak comes in. We will see. I would tell you this Freightliner rides like shit, in my opinion. So they got rid of the leaf springs, they put a leaf arm, and this thing rides like pure shit. I don't like it. It'll roll you out of the freaking bed when your student's driving. Roll the students out of the bed when I'm driving. It's bad. This Freightliner rides like crap, and I hate it. Oh, wow, Schneider's paying more than that? I didn't know that lickety split. I've never looked into them. I knew they had a program, lease program with the load board and all that. Peterbilt's trying to get Prime to buy more. Michael, that could be it. That could be it. Prime might have, because it was the Ultraloft, Prime might have confirmed, hey, we're going or committed to buying X amount. And when they did, they got a big break on it. That's an actual real possibility that that's what happened. And I had never considered that, but yeah, that's a real possibility. That's what happened. Because that all does come into play. So how it works is I'm going to lease my Pete for 3 years because that's how long our leases are here. And at the end of that 3 years, I have the option to switch it over to an Ace lease. So if the truck's been good to me and I like the truck and it's getting the fuel mileage I want, I'll switch over to the Ace lease. Now, I'll have to put, I think, $9,000 down at that point because I'll be leasing for 5 years at that point, over 5 years. And they will take that money instead of me having to write them a check for 9,000. They will take that out of my end of lease money. So they'll just out of my end of lease money, they'll just take the $9,000 and give me what's left. And then correct lickety split, except the way Prime does it is you can give them a down payment and then pay like guys, I want to say I heard it was like $675 a week for 2 more years, and then you own the truck, something like that. So something along those lines, maybe $700 for 2 more years a week. Correct, David. Yeah, David, the Ultra Loft it's an 82-inch sleeper. Wasn't it, or an 80-inch? 80? 82, yeah. 82-inch sleeper in the Ultra Loft, guys. It's a big one. It's going to be a big, pretty Pete. I just hope it runs well and it gets fuel mileage. I'm not worried necessarily about what it's going to look like because it's going to be pretty. It's going to be nice inside. You know, it's their newest model. All that's going to happen. My question is, can I get the fuel mileage in it, and can I get the dependability out of it? Big Dog, my brother would. Oh no, Big Dog. The Ultraloft has the big, huge. It's the condo sleeper. The Ultraloft's the condo sleeper, like this, like the Cascadia. That's why they're going to the Ultraloft. But my brother was a very large man and would not fit up top because he was super tall and super wide, and I slept on top his entire training. We're all right, quiet. We're just hanging out, man. We're over here to customer picking up. We just been bullshitting away. Not a whole lot going on. Correct. Correct. Plus the $9,000 down. Like I said, I don't know the exact numbers, guys. You can just set that right here, man. Out of the way. After I move all my cigarettes. I don't know the exact numbers on it, guys. I'll find that stuff out though when the peak comes in. I'll find out. Guys, I've been hearing so many mixed things about the Volvos. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Freightliner sleeper is 78 or 80, I think. Yeah, that's YouTube for you, quiet. GBR, I wasn't. Like, I'll just be honest with you. I was in the first group ordered because, like, the moment it was on the list, I ordered it. Like, the moment it was on the list, I ordered it. I ordered mine before Christmas, and mine was ordered back in December. Um, Chad was going to order one, but I don't think he hasn't yet. So I've been here a little longer than Chad. I started in February. Chad came the following January. So when he went to order his Peterbilt, they explained to him that they had just changed the policy and you had to have been here for a year in order to pay for your extras and payments. And so he said, okay, fine, just hold off and I'll just wait till my year because it was only like 2 weeks from it. And then that 2 weeks came up, and I think that 2 weeks he actually had some buyer remorse in the middle of it. So then he decided not to order it. I think he's waiting on the Volvos, to be honest with you. I think he's waiting on the Volvos. At least a decision on the Volvos. The problem is the Volvos are super heavy. Is Frank caught up or not having enough truck? Michael, I don't know. I'm not in Springfield, buddy. I really don't know. Prime is going live 1 p.m. Central Friday. Yeah, that'll be good. David's unloaded and done. Look at that. No, Will, your math's off because 52 times 3 alone is 156. And then it's another 36, 4, and another 72, 8. It's going to be 220 something. 228, 8 maybe? What's going on, Mr. Brown? I've never done flatbed, Lucas. Hey, Ron, I do run at 58, but last night I ran at 55 because I wasn't in a hurry. So last night was the first night that I tried running at 55 miles an hour. Now, I told y'all we just had 1,000 pounds in the box. Yeah, sorry, man. Smoke's coming right that way. And I got 12 point something, 12 like 12.1 miles of the gallon. And Stefan ran 58 all day and got like 11 something. So it was I got a little more than he did. But hey, do fun money. Thank you, Quiet. Appreciate that, brother. What kind of mileage did you get? Well, I mean, it depends, Ron. I mean, it all depends on how heavy the load, what part of the country. Like I said, I only had 1,000 pounds last night. We ran from Dallas to Atlanta, half at 58, half at 55, and we averaged 12 something for the trip. Yeah, we averaged 12 something for the trip, guys. I think Will's asking me if I'm going to pay the Peterbilt off. Will, if I really like it, I probably will. 237,000 with the down payment. Yeah, that sounds about right, Noah. So 9.5 miles to the gallon at 60. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. During the summertime, I try to stay right around that 9.5. In the wintertime, it can be tough though because of the winter blends. It can be tough. Yeah, I've got a 19 Freightliner as well. For now, for 2 months and how many days, guys? 2 months and 7 days. Yeah, correct, Will. Yeah, you can. Um, Here's my thing. So, do I think if you looked at it overall, do I think that the lease purchase at Prime or any company, okay, we can really say this about any company, to be honest with you guys. Do I think the lease purchase is a good program for buying a truck? My personal opinion is no. Okay, that's my personal opinion on it. Do I think it's a good option for people who otherwise would not be able to buy a truck and want to own one? It's a different way to look at it, and my answer to that is yes. I think if you're interested in owning a truck and you don't have the means to just go buy one, you don't have the ability, whether cash or credit or whatever it may be, if you don't have the ability otherwise, then I think it's a good option for you. Because here's the way I look at it, okay? I would love to go buy a truck right now, okay? It's something I've never done up to this point, really thought about. And I will tell you guys are going to be surprised on this. Um, I've been watching Trucking with Selena's videos, and they're starting to lean me towards buying a truck. And I don't have the ability to just walk into a dealership and buy a truck. So my plan that I had put on paper to buy the truck was 3 years. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm getting the Peterbilt, if I'm going to be already leasing it for those 3 years, it's probably smarter for me to just go ahead and buy that one. You know? Oh, there's a lot of things different. Correct, correct. So, like I said, it's not for everybody. Some people just want to go buy a truck. Okay, lease, lease purchasing through a lease option, a lease purchase is not the way to do that. It's not the best way to do that, but it is a way to do that for people who otherwise aren't able to do it, or want the option to just walk away from it anytime without it hitting their credit report. That's another thing. You know, if you go buy one at a dealership yourself, you're on the hook for that truck. So in some people they may want to say, well, you know what, I really like the idea of owning a truck, but how long do I really want to drive a truck for? Maybe I only want to drive for 2 years, or maybe I'm going to get sick and tired of it in 2 years. And so they want the ability to walk away from it and then not have that show up on their credit report. So there are some advantages to leasing if you look at it from every single angle. Correct. Yeah, leasing also helps with that. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause trucks are worth a lot of money. Thinking about, if you think your car depreciates a lot when you drive it off the lot, get a brand new truck and drive it off a lot. Well, Brown, it all depends. We had this conversation last night. If I am empty, I will drive until the winds are. I would drive in 40. If the winds are 45, and they're hitting me directly on a crosswind, I will not drive in them empty. When I'm loaded, the number is 65 for me. Or, I mean, that's when I start getting worried about it. But I also just use my senses. I look around, I watch the trailer, I feel the truck, and, sometimes I'll park it before then if I have to, if I don't feel comfortable. Yeah, David H is our super trucker, inner house super trucker. Someone asked me what's different about the Ultra Loft. The whole interior setup is different. The way they've got like a shelf on the driver's side over there. The top bunk has shelving with USB plugins, along with lock controls to unlock and unlock the doors. You can do that from the bed now. Has radio controls in the bunk. It's all kinds of different things like that. Correct. Yeah. See, Matthew's talking about it there. Look at Woody. He finished his lease at Prime with the woodshed. Now he's got a fleet looking to have 12 by year's end. It's a great starting point, guys. A lot of guys have gone on to do that. Um, a lot of guys have. So maybe that's the new side of the business I get into. I don't know. Like I said, believe it or not, I mean, I actually did what I said I was going to do, and I spent time watching videos from Jeremy and Selena, and there's a lot of things that they're able to do that I like. Okay, because they own their own truck. There's a lot of things they're able to do that I like, and so now they've got me curious about that. So maybe I'll start looking into that side of it. And then I can be a lazy ass, right? Because that's what I called them. So I guess that would make me a lazy ass if I start driving smarter and not harder, right? Fair's fair. If I want to say about them, I guess I better say it about me if I do the same thing. Yeah, and I may do that with the crazy bags. No, I would probably do like crazy bags logistics. I don't know, something like that. Crazy army logistics, crazy logistics, maybe just crazy logistics. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, that's now a side of the business that I'm going to start looking into, and I got a few years to get myself set up to do it right. So we'll see. We never know. I'm sure I'll be YouTubing the entire thing, so we'll just have to wait and see. But after watching some videos, I'm very interested in possibly getting into that side of the business and having my own authority and being able just to grab a load board load and go where I want at the pay I want or deadhead as far as I want in order to get a better paying load. Definitely interested in all that. Arby's and Mountain Dew LLC. How many liter engine equals at 550, 600? Just so if we're not making money. Mountain Dew Marbles. Correct. Both of those individuals you mentioned started here at Prime and have fleets now. So I don't know a lot about them, but I mean I can say yeah that they started here. We have a lot of small fleets at Prime, guys. We have a lot of guys who started at Prime and have small fleets. I don't know them all, and who are doing well and being successful. So, what's your favorite truck brand? See, Tennessee, that's kind of I really can't answer that question because I've been driving like all Freightliners except for a Volvo for a year, and I loved the Volvo, hated the fuel mileage. So it wasn't that I didn't like the truck, I just didn't like the fuel mileage. I didn't like the cost of having to operate the truck. And that's a big key of it. I mean, it can be the most beautiful truck in the world with all the bells and whistles in the interior that you could ever ask for, but if you can't make any money in it, the truck sucks. At least that's my opinion. Michael, I don't. Does Prime keep company trucks busier or the higher paying loads than lease drivers? Michael, I don't think so. I think it depends on what area you're in and you get a load. I think that's how it works. Yeah, no problem, Brown. I mean, look, guys, I told you I never thought I'd do YouTube. Part of the reason is I didn't want to get up in some of the shit I put my own self in, but that's okay. But I didn't think I'd like it, and I've actually learned to enjoy it. So I'm gonna stick to my guns now of what I'm doing and what I know, and then just keep making videos, keep making content, keep putting it out there for you guys. See, the Volvo broke down. No, Lucas Stefan will be on his own here in a couple weeks. He will be gone. I'm a YouTube fanatic. I'm on here quite a bit, Brian. Yeah, I am. I am. Greg, I used to love the Freightliners, man. This one, I do not like the way it rides. I do not like the way this Freightliner rides. It beats me half to death. I get headaches. I get backaches. That never happened to me before. Never. Never would I get a headache just from driving down the road in Michigan or Indiana. It sucked and it was bouncy, but I wouldn't get a headache, you know? Now in this truck, I get a freaking headache and I feel like my wheels are falling off. I shit you not, guys. I come across Indiana. When I get to the other side, when I get in Illinois, I almost feel like I need to have a lug nut wrench to get out and check on my tires to make sure they ain't all loose. They closed the interstate. Yeah, they're going to be doing that a lot of that in the next couple days up there. Yeah, Will, you could buy a truck outside of Prime and lease it on the Prime. Absolutely, you could. Tennessee, you better learn a manual now because you'll have an automatic only on your CDL license. Yes, correct. If you do learn an automatic, you do have the automatic only on your license, guys. Yeah, YouTube does help pass the time, guys. I used to play games on my phone all the time, man. That's what I used to do to kill time. And now I goof off with y'all on YouTube. Bill, you ain't right. It's pretty funny though, but you ain't right. Dirty car pileup in Wyoming. Decided to shut down the Grand Island 100 miles away from the blizzard. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. The Mountain Dew and the Arby's is causing the thing. Oh, Bill, I didn't say it was a dirty joke. I just said you ain't right. I said it was funny though. Yeah, quiet. I agree with you. I mean, because if you plan on driving mega carrier, yeah. If you plan on driving big carrier, I mean, everybody's gonna be going to automatics. That's for sure. Yeah, Mr. Brown. As far as I know, they are. It's only been 2 weeks, correct? Or has it been 1 week since they put the hold on students? It's almost 2 weeks. Monday will be 2 weeks. So this coming Monday will be 2 weeks since they put the hold on students. So it should have another week left on it from Monday. So today's only Wednesday. So it's been 9 days out of 21. So it should be still be 12 days. Moda wants to know if you're going to lease. He's nodding yes. Do you get percentage? Yeah, Will, you get percentage still. Yeah, it's percentage. I don't know if it's a different percentage. I don't know if it's higher. I don't know exactly how that works. But I'm yeah, it's still percentage. Quiet, I think you can get that other places. I think you can get more than that. I mean, like many other places offer more than that. I think 45 is kind of becoming standard, isn't it, guys? I mean, I haven't looked for a new job in a long time, so when even when I came here, when I came looking for Prime, I was looking for lease purchase. So holy crap, Ron, that's ridiculous. That's crazy, man. 60,000 miles. Uh, there goes my headache from the cigarette. No, Stefan won't be out with me that long, guys. Couple weeks. Couple weeks. Yeah, GBR. I talked about it. I think, and I responded some emails about that from some people too. I think when you look at everything as a whole, I would almost think that they're very similar in compensation. If you add in the company health insurance and retirements and all that, I would almost say that they come out very close to equaling the same amount of money at the end of the year if you figure in the benefits. The only difference is I think lease you have a little more control, or You can have if you make sure of it. Okay, if you're a lease driver, you'll have a fleet manager. They'll try to walk all over you. Still, they'll try to say, "Hey, no, you need to take this, or you need to do this, or you can only go home for this." As a lease driver, you don't let them do that. So you can have more control as long as you're assertive in your decisions and go, "No, this is what I'm doing." I think that's the biggest difference. I don't think necessarily the compensation is that much different at Prime between company and lease. I think it's the control over what you're doing that is important to me. Correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're probably doing more mileage company. I think you're going to make about the same, but I think you're going to do more work. Yes. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're gonna do more mileage, so you're gonna do a little more work to make that same money. Steph on average or above average as far as students go. He had trucks background before Prime. I think he's asking did he? Michael, yeah, he had drove for Stevens. He drove for Stevens for a while, so he's above. He's way ahead of most students. Like Stefan could go out on his own. Y'all seen his backing. I mean, I'm not having to do anything except, all like I said, the only thing I do is make sure that he's not going to hit nothing, and I've never had to yell at him to stop the truck. Yeah, that's a while ago though. What's going on, Dale? Yeah, I was thinking 45. I was thinking like 45 cents. I think. I mean, I see a lot of opportunities all the time advertised at 45 cents or more, 46. That seems to be kind of the range for new drivers. I'm not talking about experienced guys. I'm talking about new drivers. I get a lot of hate mail on stuff from experienced drivers who are like, "Oh, that's not shit," and I chuckle a little bit to myself because, well, for two reasons. Here's why I smile a little bit, guys, when I get hateful comments on videos. Number one, how shitty is your life that you took the time out to watch one of my videos and leave me a negative remark? How shitty is your life that you do that? You must have a pretty bad life, so I kind of feel sorry for them. And but thanks for the views. I appreciate that. I appreciate the ad revenue. Um, that is for damn sure. And number two is I don't. Everybody knows I'm when I talk, I'm catering to inexperienced, newer or brand new drivers, brand new or newer drivers into the industry. I make that pretty clear. I mean, if you can't figure that out, I mean, I really can't help you. No, it still hasn't called the recruiter. I'm at day 46 and pissing hotter than lava still. Better drink more water, man. You need to flush that thing out. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of high wind warnings, guys. That's why I'm staying on the bottom. That's why I'm staying along the bottom. Any idea on the number? Johnny, I'll tell you this past summer we had like 1,000 a month. So I don't know what it was like this winter, but this summer it was 1,000 a freaking month. No, Dale, I don't know. I don't know anything about Maverick. I've only worked at two companies, guys. Well, technically three, but the other two are the same. But that's it. So that's why I try not. I try not to speak necessarily about compensation and stuff from other companies because I don't know it. Now I'll talk about some shitty ass equipment if I see it. That I'll talk about. But I really don't know what other companies pay. But guys, it's pretty simple out here to see which companies have bad equipment. And hey, then there's companies out here who have absolutely wonderful equipment, but all you hear is bad stuff about their pay system. I wouldn't know because I've never looked into them, but that happens a lot too. No pet policy. 90 days. Yeah, there's Wheezy. I don't know what happened with Wheezy. I don't know if Wheezy's willing to share that with us. I don't know what happened with Wheezy. I don't know if Wheezy's one of the Washington people or not. Yeah, some junk back then. Hey, lickety split. I started first time I ever drove a truck was 1998. I've told the story, but it was in 1998, and I got into an old international cab over, man. The steering wheel was as big as a dinner table. It felt like, and the engine. You're sitting on top of the engine. You're freaking sweating all day, and then you go to bed, and there's no, you guys. There was no shelving, no nothing. Like all my stuff was just in a duffel bag at the end of this bed. It's like a queen size bed, and you like just roll into the bed out of the driver's seat. It's pretty much how it worked. Oh, blood pressure was high. She had a big dog. Holy crap! Estimate of 60 to 90 days. I didn't realize a person's size could affect their ability, the timeline for getting clean. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Took your CDO road test in the cab over. Yeah. Look, I mean, they got great turning radius. Don't get me wrong. It was actually a pretty good truck. But yeah, it was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. And then I got a condo. I got one of the first condos they had. They got like six of them in. They had like 500 trucks. And they got six condos and they gave me one. And then like I only had it for like a month and it was over. DOT come in and shut them down. They were done as a company for safety violations. So DOT shut them down. So I had to find somewhere else to work. And I went to FFE for a little bit and then left and then didn't go back till 2006. Failed them all. Jeez Louise. Hey Wheezy, do you have, I mean if you have the ability, man, I just go to a walk-in clinic and get some blood pressure medication, man. That's what I would do. I don't know how high was your blood pressure, Wheezy? Was it like super duper high? Because mine was just barely over the pass mark. So passing's 140 over 90, and I was like 142 over or 144 over like 89. And they took it again. I was like 142 over 90 or something. And then I was able to get it down and pass. What I did is I didn't drink any Mountain Dew. I didn't smoke any cigarettes or nothing for like almost 24 hours. And I ate like certain foods. Like I didn't eat anything with sugar in it. Really didn't eat any starches. And then I went first thing in the morning to take my blood pressure test at like 7 a.m. and I just like was still half asleep and I just sat there half asleep and they took it and I passed. I was like 136 over like 85. do cocaine, it only takes 3 days. You guys are bad. That's terrible. Your body burning off the THC. So we'll give you all a view outside, see what's going on around here. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves for just a minute. Because I got Mountain Dew to get rid of. Is that them or me? All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to recycle a Mountain Dew bottle. Yeah, I'm on Jody. I'm on 10 milligrams. So I'm on 10 milligrams myself. See if we can get this picture fixed again. I moved everything around and now it's all screwed up. Yeah, I saw something about that where they're talking about doing hair testing, hair follicles. Dabs. I know somebody who does dabs. I didn't know what that was. And they explained it to me and I'm like, you smoke crack? And they're like, no, it's not crack. I'm like, so which crack smoker ran out of crack and invented dabs? I would love to fix this picture. Oh, I might be able to right here. That's a little better. There we go, guys. I think that's a little bit better. Seems to be. Oh, it was. Shit, no. I don't know. Maybe we can get to work or not. I don't know. It's so hard. It's freaking sun. Pissing hot for 2 years. I believe it. Yeah, super high winds, guys. They're talking about 100-mile-an-hour winds with this storm. Swift does hair test. Swift does hair follicle. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Be going together, trying to clean the system out. Yeah, make sure it's clean, guys. That's all I can tell you. You don't want to come dirty. Swift don't mess around. I really did not know that. So Swift does hair follicle, huh? Wow, that's pretty wild. All right, Greg, have a good one. Hair follicle to get a job and urine for DOT. Yeah, they ain't messing around then. They're pretty serious about what they're doing. Yeah, they're pretty serious about it then. Good old exercise and water. Only way to clean it out. I believe that, yeah. Tommy, not me personally, but they do that, yes. Schneider does here too. How's it going, Jason? We're just hanging out tonight, bud. Send David H out there who show us all how to drive in the high winds. Problem about you, my high vis shirt. It probably is, guys. I can take care of that. I can change it. I think you're right. I think it is my shirt. Let me find a different shirt to wear. Hopefully, I didn't just butt crack y'all. I tried not to. I tried not to, but you know. Let me see if I can find a shirt to wear. I think I got it. Just grab another tank top, probably. Haha, I still got one right here. Yeah, but not. But then everybody's gonna be talking shit about my white arms. Don't need that either now, do I? See what we got. Shit, my options are limited this time of year. I ain't got shit in this truck. I do not carry shirts with sleeves during the year or during the winter or during, I mean, in my truck. Everything's either long sleeve or tank top. Either long sleeve or no sleeve. And I've got about 10 high vis shirts. No, this is it. This is the only shirt I've got. Everything else is a tank top. And I don't want to hear no shit about my arms. Oh, fuck it. Hold on. I'm just going to put the motherfucker on. All right, there we go. No, guys, look, it was definitely not the shirt. Shirt was not the problem. I think it is just the angle of the sun. Ask Stefan what's going to be the best part of going solo.
My own space.
His own space. My fly is zipped, I think. No, it wasn't. Holy shit. I'm glad I got shorts on underneath. I actually have on basketball shorts today underneath my pants. Thank goodness. Hope don't float. I'm using a tripod, Rodriguez. So I got one of those adjustable tripods. You can see how I've got it. I just kind of got it all crooked just because of the way it was. That's what I'm using right there. I closed it. I have on shorts too, guys. I have on basketball shorts. Holy crap. Yeah, I do need something. Yeah, I need to get some muscles. Hey, it gets harder when you get older, guys. Muscles start going away and things just aren't the same as they used to be. That's just reality. That's just reality. Hell, I'm ready to take the pants off and be down to the basketball shorts and take my socks off. But then I got to hear shit about how I'm not a real truck driver because I don't wear jeans and boots and sleeves. Trucking's trucking. Be comfortable when you do it. The more comfortable, as long as it's presentable. I will add that it does need to be presentable. Can't go out here looking like a bum. That's for sure. Now it's my white ass arms causing the problem. If I'm chill, I'll be driving in my underwear only. Yeah, guys, it's worse now than it was with the shirt on. And then here's the thing, guys. It's not even that freaking sunny out right now. It's just coming in from a bad angle. Is what it is. Maybe we can do something like this. How's that? See, it did better just for a moment, and then it gets freaking all crazy. No, that's, yeah. We're going to take care of this. We're going to take care of this problem today. Yeah, I got to do my whole freaking side. There, that's better. I think. No, it's your window too. It's the whole freaking thing, man. Yeah, it's the whole thing. The whole thing's causing it. Yeah, Bill said my drive naked. Which on David's age? Yeah, 65. Yeah, David's like 65. Isn't that what we decided, everybody? David H is like 65 years old. He begs to differ, but we can just go with that. It works for me. Now, open minds. It can't. See, look. I can't. If any part of either window or the windshield is uncovered, it gets that reflection. Yeah, quiet. The GI Bill pays for truck driver training too. Just not all companies qualify for that. It's my inner glow. Yes, I'm such a glowing person. Other drivers around us are like, "Why didn't you close the curtains?" We rock it. Here we go. We'll get the truck rocking. They'll be all over here looking. Correct, Michael. We are. Yeah, we're facing to the west. Yeah, we're facing to the west, and the sun's going down, or getting ready to. I mean, it's 5:30 here. I was hoping to get home tonight, but it's not looking too promising. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's really not. But at the same time, I mean, with the weather the way it is, we don't want to get in front of, we don't want to get on top of that storm too quick. So if the big rigs are rocking, don't come knocking. Yeah, that conversation last night, guys, about high winds, that was something else. I was kind of like, what in the world? David, David is definitely super trucker material. I'll just be honest with you. He really is. David is super trucker material. But that's okay. We still love him. No side effects. They probably are wondering what the hell we're doing closing the curtains. Ain't no doubt about it. It's probably exactly what they're wondering. What's them boys in there doing? We ain't doing shit. That's what we doing. Nothing. Nothing. Speaking of nothing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this down. I'm gonna take a little nap. Hopefully I wake up more loaded and I can get home. See my family tonight. A couple more hours. Take a time with the closed curtains. Nice. All right, y'all take care out there. Be safe. We'll keep you posted. I'm gonna cut some videos like when I'm home and stuff, and upload them. Hopefully I can get home. So maybe I'm gonna try to catch a video of my little boy running up to me right when I get in the door. So we'll see how that goes. I almost had him convinced. Y'all share Mountain Dew bottles. All right, y'all take care out there. Be safe and take the steps you need to be successful. That includes however timeline you need in order to clean up. All right, guys, till you're